Hey, I'm Sophie. I run the Tumblr Like a Pair of Bottle Rockets. I am on the internet pretty much all the time. So that's who I am. This is my new podcast slash brief thing where I'm going to talk about stuff that I'm into right now and stuff that I'm doing because I am always doing a lot of stuff. It's going to be called Dispatches from the Uncanny Valley, which was sort of a thing that I wrote like last week that talks about a lot of weird stuff that's happening in music and culture and on the internet right now. And I also just think it's a cool name. So yeah, that's sort of what's happening right now. I'm gonna try to not be annoying about this. Just gonna try to talk about stuff I like and cool stuff that's going on in New York. I'm gonna save that part till the end. So if you don't live in New York, you can just turn it off and ignore me. But you might want to listen because there's gonna be some cool bands and shit that maybe happens other places too. So yeah, anyway, I am going to try to have a prop, which will be something that I find in my room every time, because I'm in my room right now. I guess my shirt's sort of a prop because it's a Cold Cave shirt that I got for $5. So this time I also have this awesome vinyl of The Coroner's Gambit, which is an amazing album by the Mountain Goats. It's white vinyl, it's pretty cool. But my friend Zoe, shout out to Zoe and Tim who brought this from California for me. I don't have a record player here, so it just sits in my room looking cool. I'm going to start off by sort of talking about cool things that I'm into right now. I just started reading the Tina Fey book, Bossy Pants, today. I would show it, but I'm reading it on a Kindle, so I could show you my Kindle, but it's not that exciting. I really like it so far. I feel like when I'm reading it, I can just hear her voice talking in my head because I hear her on 30 Rock all the time, and her voice is exactly the same in the book as it is in 30 Rock, and she's a great writer, and it's hilarious, and I'm embarrassingly laughing on the subway reading it, so definitely recommend that. Right now I'm in sort of a like TV show gap. I don't follow a ton of TV shows, but I just watched all of the show Peep Show. It's a British comedy that is amazing, and there's 7 seasons of it on Netflix, and I just watched all of it. I've been listening to the new Of Montreal album, Paralytic Stalks. It got a kind of unfair, I think, review on Pitchfork. It got like a 4 point something, and I honestly think it's their best album since Hissing Fauna, which I thought was amazing. It's like one of my favorite albums ever. I think it's so good, and this is their best album since that. Their other albums since then have been like not so great. Really, this album reminds me a lot of the Icons Abstractly EP that came out after Hissing Fauna. It's like kind of weird, really weird song structure, really sad, really overly emotional, but like I love that. I would much rather hear Kevin Barnes like being emotional and talking about how he hates himself and his screwed up relationship with his wife than, trying to write pop songs that like don't really come off that well or just being like aimlessly experimental, which is sort of what I feel has been happening on the other albums he's put out since then. So I think it's pretty good. What else? Something I've been noticing recently that's cool on the internet is blog collectives or cooperative blog organizations that are trying to do cool DIY stuff. Obviously, there's Ad Hoc, which has gotten pretty famous since the people who started it were the people who ran Altered Zones. They're doing a Kickstarter right now. Hopefully what they're doing is going to be super awesome. This other blog collective called Portals just went live in the last like 2 days, and it's a collection of really awesome blogs, some of which I've been following for a long time, and they have a show coming up already that they put together in Colorado, I think, in Denver, wherever the place Rhinoceropolis or the hell the thing that Picture Plane does is called. But yeah, it's a really awesome looking site, and I really like the idea of people like working together and building something that is totally independent of any, sponsorship, and is just promoting cool underground art. I've been falling into a lot of internet black holes of like weird culture that's just like sort of bubbling up from the internet. That's sort of what the thing that I wrote that I'm drawing the name from this from was about. In the last few days, some stuff, actually it was all in the last 24 hours, the stuff that I found on the internet that just confused me and entertained me. There is a blog called solojazz.tumblr.com. There's also a Facebook page. Sorry, all these things are popping up telling me that I need to renew my subscription to Norton Antivirus, which I never do. Probably a bad idea. Anyway, yeah, so basically, those cups with the like blue squigglies and then the purple squigglies, that's like a thing now among kids on the internet. You should check it out. They just like Photoshop it onto everything, and it's weirdly hilarious. Today there were 2 really good parody Twitter accounts that I found via people. One is Cat Fancy, which is purporting to be the official Cat Fancy magazine Twitter, but is just like kind of dark, really funny things about cats. Obviously, I support any and everything about cats ever on the internet. And then there was a Thought Catalog parody Twitter called Thinking Catalog that is pretty hilarious and very accurate. Some of the headlines of fake Thought Catalog articles, like, I'm pretty sure are actual Thought Catalog articles. Like, it's pretty legit. Then finally, to close out this section, I'm putting together a post for FlavorWire. I work for the website Flavor Pill, doing social media, and occasionally I get to write pieces for the blog, which is awesome. And I'm putting together a post of twee or indie pop Valentine's Day type songs, so like love songs, or maybe like breakup songs. Pretty obvious music genre for that, but I'm trying to go with some more interesting picks that people might not have heard of. And in case you were wondering like what twee is, I've done a few posts for FlavorWire on that, and it's not just like, I don't know, she and him or something. It's like, I like twee a lot, and I don't like it when people use it as an insult, because there's a lot of really good twee music. So, second part, gonna try to make this shorter in the future. Sorry about how long it is. Things that I'm doing. Tomorrow, I am DJing for the first time ever in my life with my coworker, boss, friend, and bandmate, Russ Marshallek, who you can find many places on the internet as well. We're DJing at some place called like Spritzen House or something in Williamsburg. It'll be interesting if you want to come hear me badly transition from Robin songs into other Robin songs. That will probably be what's happening. Also tomorrow, there's a pretty good show at 285 Kent. It's Alex Bleecker and the Freaks, which is a real estate side project, and the Babies, which are a Vivian Girls side project, and some other bands. I saw the Babies a few weeks ago at the weird buffet show that Real Estate played, and they were really, really great. So I would recommend that. Friday, Russ is doing an awesome event that he's been doing for a long time called Just Working on My Novel. This time it's with the rapper Jean Grey, and basically people hang out in the basement of this cool bookstore, Word, in Greenpoint, and people who are unpublished get to read what they're working on, and it's pretty cool. And then one published author reads, and this time I'm sure it's some sort of Valentine's Day theme. Saturday, Russ is doing another thing, which is his DJ Collective Adventures is doing the Broken Hearted Ball at Matchless, also in Greenpoint, which he's going to be DJing first, like, breakup songs and then getting together songs, so it's like Valentine's Day. Expensive Looks is also playing at Cameo. He's like super awesome, breaking out DJ electronic artist dude who I saw a few weeks ago and was awesome. And I am going to see Screaming Females and a bunch of other awesome bands at Music Hall Williamsburg. I'm really excited about that. Laura Stevenson and the Cans are also playing, and they're like super amazing. I would say folk rock with just her voice is awesome. I don't know, there's an accordion. She's also in Bomb the Music Industry, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be great. So yeah, that's some stuff. I am not trying to blow up the spot of the very awesome Leah Taylor, who works at Flavor Pill and has been doing something called the Weekly Dose for a long time. It's sort of on pause right now, but if you want to look that up, I may be ripping her off slightly, but I'm trying to make this a little different. So I hope you enjoyed it. There should be links to everything that I talked about underneath this, and hopefully I'll keep doing it. Thanks for watching. Bye, Internet.